Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Capricorn for the month of August 2021. I hope all my Capricorn friends are doing great. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Capricorn. In the past position, we do have the moon, clarified by the star. In the obstacle position, we have the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Empress. In the present position, we have the Sun, clarified by the Two of Swords. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Nine of Cups. Now, in the past position, we do have the moon, and the moon is a card of the subconscious. The moon is a card of repressed emotions. The moon is a card of experiencing confusion. The moon usually appears when your energy has been tainted by the energies around you. As you know, we are living in a world where we're constantly bombarded by other people's opinions. We're constantly influenced by what we see on TV, what we hear from our coworkers, and so that may create some confusion. It's really important to have a strong inner voice. Now, the moon in the past position suggests to me that there was a period of time in your life where you weren't really sure how to proceed forward. And it's interesting to me that the moon here is clarified by the star, because the star is all about achieving our dreams. The star wants to be seen, the star wants to shine, the star wants to be recognized as well as admired. And it looks to me like in the past you weren't really sure how to achieve a certain success that you wanted to have in your life. You weren't really sure, which road to take or which path to take. There was some confusion and lack of clarity. But the good thing is that it is in the past. You are now becoming far more clear than you were. You're able to see things that were not, obvious to you before, because you're leveling up spiritually, which of course helps you have that high vibration and be able to have actually more manifesting power as well. Now, in the obstacle position, we do have the Ace of Cups. This is not the greatest card to have in the obstacle position because, the cups represent our emotions. So it could be that you're having a strong emotion that is preventing you from building a relationship with someone that is dear to you, or meeting a new relationship. There's some sort of an energy blockage that you are experiencing in the month of August, and there's many different ways to work through that. You may use crystals. There are different crystals that help you, attract love, or attract power and strength, or attract enough, know how to avoid potential traps that may have been set for you. Also, meditating works as well, because when you observe your thoughts, eventually you have the power to kind of control your thoughts in a way that you weren't able to before, which allows you to see a much more successful, environment on the outside of you, on your exterior, if you will. But definitely, when you have the Ace of Cups in the challenging position, it could mean that you may be attracted to someone, or you're trying to build a relationship with someone who is not feeling it at this time, so they're not being super warm towards you. And of course, the Ace of Cups could also mean repressed emotions. Sometimes when we try to please others a little too much, we put ourselves and our emotions on the back burner, and as a result, we're not realizing our potential. We're not allowing ourselves to develop in the direction that we need to develop, and as a result that shows up in negative ways in other ways. And so it's important to work through your emotions. It's important to ground yourself as you're doing that, because when you stay in your own frame, you're able to feel a lot more power. You're able to feel a lot more significance to yourself, and be compassionate to yourself as well. You're not spreading yourself thin by pleasing everyone around you. So that is important to remember throughout the month of August. And of course, the Ace of Cups here is clarified by the Empress, when you have the Empress in the challenging position, it could mean that some of you are not really listening to your inner voice about makes you happy and what doesn't, like what annoys you, if you will. It's important to listen to your intuition. It's important to follow your goals. It's important to have dreams that you can realize, that you can create, because it allows you to realize your own potential. When you have the Empress in the challenging position, generally it means that you have not been tending to your garden. It may be dry, there may be some plants that need, taking care of. So make sure that you're tending to your garden first. Make sure that, you're taking care of your emotional needs. Make sure you're taking care of your spiritual needs. Make sure that you are, finding that quiet space where you can hear, those innermost desires, and you can't really hear them when you're surrounded by exterior noise. So definitely you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. Maybe take a day off and go to a spa. Maybe, pet a dog. Maybe connect with someone that you would not normally connect with. But you definitely want to, create nourishing and nurturing emotions within yourself, because you are a special human being. You are a star seed. You came here from a different world, and you are experiencing this journey, and the most that is required from you is to realize your potential. So you definitely want to be aware of that as you are, going through the month of August. Now in the present position, we have the beautiful Sun. It's a card of joy. It's a card of happiness. It's, a card that everyone wants to have in their reading, because it suggests that we're feeling good about ourselves. We're feeling proud of ourselves. We are feeling accepted by first ourselves and everyone else around us, that we can handle, most things, and we're able to kind of move forward with confidence as well. Definitely the Sun is a very powerful major arcana card that minimizes, negative cards in the spread, and kind of helps other positive cards in the spread become even more positive. So it's a really, really nice card to have. And the divine is trying to tell you here that you've done a lot of things right, dear Capricorn. It's important to remember how accomplished you have become. It's important to remember everything that you have overcome, and the bravery that you've showed, and the courage that you've had to have in the past. The divine recognizes all this effort that you've done. The reward is that you get to experience, the month of August, which is going to bring many wonderful surprises your way. Please make sure to leave comments as you go through the month of August, so I can, see it. It's just nice to connect with energies as well. So please don't forget to do that. Now, the Sun here is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is not my favorite card, but definitely there's going to be a decision you're going to have to make in the month of August, and you're not going to be really sure what kind of a decision you want to do, because the Two of Swords is all about not really wanting to rock the boat. It's about wanting to please everyone. It's about making sure that no matter what decision you choose, most people are supportive of that. You definitely want to choose yourself first and make sure that you make the decision that is best for you. But when you have the Two of Swords in a reading, it definitely suggests that there may be some balance issues that you need to address. It could be that you work too much. It could be that you spend too much at home. Perhaps you have responsibility, for other people. But you want to make sure that you work out the balance issue, so that you devote yourself enough time to pursue your goals, your dreams, so that you're also able to check in with yourself and make sure that you're being the best for you before you can be the best for other people. So the balance issue is definitely coming strongly through in this reading, because we also have in the future outcome position, we have the Two of Pentacles, another two, which also means that there may be some, balancing acts that you're doing towards the end of August. The Two of Pentacles suggests that money is going to be a little bit tight towards the end of August, so make sure that you are living on a good, solid, strong budget and that you're sticking to it. You want to make sure that your investments are also solid. You want to make sure that you don't spend more money than is coming in. But overall, I think that you're going to do just fine. You're going to feel really sure of yourself and really confident. I think you'll be able to prioritize, different matters in your life quite well and be, very successful at it. Now, the Two of Pentacles here is clarified by the Nine of Cups, which is a really wonderful card to have. It's a wish, becoming true card. It's, a card of feeling really good and really happy with your relationships and, being also popular. People are talking about you. People want to, spend time with you. They want to connect with you. So definitely, the spotlight is on you towards the end of August, dear Capricorn. But let's see what we can clarify with the two mystical wisdom cards that I pulled. And we have choices, make the best choices, and unicorn. Invite serendipity. You already know that there will be some choices coming to you in the month of August, so really do make sure not to repeat the same mistakes you've made in the past. You already have a lot of experience and your intuition is strong at this point, so make sure to choose wisely because really there's only one clear choice for you, dear Capricorn, and I'm pretty sure you know what it is. But sometimes the universe will give us an opportunity to have many different choices. So, it's part of the free will. So it's important to remember that only one choice is generally, the right one for you. And oftentimes it's not the most obvious. So really make sure to trust your intuition. Really make sure that, you're operating based on what is good for you long term. Because if you're able to, do well long term, you're able to help other people so much more. So that is definitely important to remember. Now, the unicorn is all about remembering that the universe has a mysterious way of working out. So remember that faith is important and allowing things to work themselves out without controlling things, without interfering, just sometimes letting go and allowing things to just be, creates magic moments in our life that bring unbelievable opportunities and as well as unbelievable people. And lastly, I pulled one card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. This is a deck that I received this morning. I don't know if you can see it. It's called the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And it's created by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron Reed. It's just a really beautiful deck and I was playing with it earlier today and it's just so gorgeous I cannot put it down and I'm really excited to share it with you. Let's see what the Shaman's Dream Oracle can clarify for us. And so this card is all about Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. Ego sublimation is a card of letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving and progressing. We're all products of our conditioning. So remember that this is a part of the human experience. We're all products of our conditioning. So remember that this is a part of the human experience. Yet you are not meant to remain static. Seeking only what you expect, even if it appears ambitious, is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself, this way you become a servant of the ego. It edges the possibility of magic out. Imagine Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than who you define yourself now? So I think the idea is to look in this mirror and imagine all the wonderful things that you've always wanted to be. The most important message with this card is to let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. And you will recognize yourself as what you are is a partner in co-creation. You are co-creating yourself with the divine. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.